Share and spread the soil knowledge with soilbooks.com.
Am I the only one that didn't know how pervasive plastic is? From grocery bags to medical devices, it's everywhere. This ubiquity comes at a steep price. Plastic's durability, once a prized feature, now poses a major threat to our planet. The very qualities that make plastic useful, its strength, its low cost, also make it a persistent pollutant. It doesn't decompose like organic materials. Instead, it breaks down into smaller and smaller pieces, lingering in the environment for centuries. This plastic waste clogs our landfills, pollutes our oceans, and harms wildlife. The consequences of our plastic addiction are far-reaching and demand our immediate attention. The time to rethink our relationship with plastic is now. Our dependence on this material has created a global crisis. We must confront the full life cycle of plastic from production to disposal to mitigate its impact. Only then can we hope to break free from the plastic paradox. The story of plastic begins with fossil fuels. Oil and natural gas extracted from the earth provide the raw materials. These hydrocarbons undergo a complex process called polymerization. In giant factories, heat and pressure transform the hydrocarbons into long chains of molecules. These chains are the building blocks of plastic. They can be molded, shaped, and manipulated into countless forms. This process is energy-intensive, requiring massive amounts of fossil fuels. The production of plastic itself contributes to greenhouse gas emissions and climate change. The journey from oil well to plastic product is a toxic one, leaving a trail of environmental damage in its wake. This raises the question, is the convenience of plastic worth the environmental cost? Plastic's versatility is undeniable. It's lightweight, durable, and cheap to produce. These qualities have made it ubiquitous in our lives. Packaging relies heavily on plastic. Food wrappers, bottles, containers, all contribute to the growing plastic waste stream. The electronics industry utilizes plastic in everything from casings to circuitry. Textiles incorporate synthetic fibers derived from plastic. Construction materials often include plastic components. The sheer volume of plastic produced annually is staggering. This dependence on plastic comes at a cost. Much of it ends up discarded, polluting our environment. Plastic waste clogs waterways, harms wildlife, and leaches harmful chemicals into the environment. Our insatiable appetite for plastic has created a global waste crisis. Recycling is often touted as the solution to plastic waste. The reality is far more complex. Not all plastics are created equal. Some types are more readily recyclable than others. Contamination poses a major challenge. Food residue or mixed materials can render plastic unrecyclable. Even when properly sorted, recycling rates remain low. The economics of recycling are also problematic. Virgin plastic derived from cheap fossil fuels often undercuts the cost of recycled materials. This economic reality hinders the growth of a robust recycling infrastructure. The result is that a significant portion of plastic waste ends up in landfills, where it can persist for centuries. The hope of a circular economy for plastic remains elusive.